Welcome to the channel, A31 Avo. Today live in Santa Cruz, California with the two in the same hole stone fruit. To the left is going to be the Emerald Drop Pluot on Myro. And to the right is going to be the Flavor Delight Aprium on a Citation hybrid rootstock. So check it out. We want to clear the alley. We want to clear the lane, avoiding intersecting branches. So disinfect your pruners, and here we go. Anything heading inwards towards the neighboring tree has to go. The younger the better. The younger the better, as to avoid bigger wounds. So right here I'm clearing the alley. And they're just vegetative shoots. Okay, so they're not even holding production. Roberto Argueta, buenos días, good morning, greetings. Gracias por la atención y la dedicación al canal. So this right here, inward. I am going to leave a little bit inward, but overall I want to train my tree to go outwards. But I am going to leave a little bit of the foliage on the inside just so it doesn't get sun scalded, so it doesn't get burned. But anything where it's already creating intersecting and or vertical growth is going to go. Roberto Argueta. And then so let me bring you in right here. This leaf right here, it wants to escape out that way, but then it has this other shoot going in. So I'm just gonna, again, and then these ones are growing inward. So I'm only letting things, leaving the leaves that are pointing out and trying to escape outwards like that. But if it starts to create intersecting, then just favor the stronger one. And these on overlap, you could see the lower limb right there, the lower dark limb, and then this one is overlapping, intersecting. Give the space to the older pre-existing branches because they're going to be closer to fruit set. There is going to come a time where you are going to need to rejuvenate, but right now those limbs are still young. So let's go with the pre-existing scaffolding from last year. And then this right here, inward. Salud. There. And that's it. This was overly inward right here too, but I feel like it's already kind of overexposed. I'll probably let everything out, veg out more, then I'll probably come and retrain again. One more. Osinio, good morning from Anaheim. Good morning, Osinio. See you soon. See you soon for sure. All right, now on to the Emerald Drop Pluot. In between trees, disinfect your tools. Okay. And they both have fruit set, and I'll bring you in right now and show you the fruit set. So this one right here, most of the intersecting is going to be right here on this limb. That limb right there is pretty good. But this one right here, there's a lot. This pointing inward. And just because I would rather it focus the energy growing in the right direction. This is headed in the wrong direction, so that's why it's coming off. And then this shoot right here, inward growing and too vertical. And that's it. Now let's see the fruit set. On the emerald drop, it's gonna be a lighter harvest. Again, the mistake here was probably that the different rootstocks, and one's probably beating the other one. But the emerald drop is on a myro. And check out the tiny. You see those right there? Those little fruit babies? They'll drop Pluot. It's gonna be green skinned, yellow flesh Pluots. Pluots are crunchy. When they hybridized plums and apricots, the result is like a crunchier, crispier fruit. And then these right here, these are the Apriums. Take a look. If I only had one room for one stone fruit, one of the Aprium or Pluot hybrids, the plum and apricot hybrids, the Pluots or the Apriums, I would go with the Flavor Delight Aprium as a host tree, and then I would graft onto it 2 or 3 Pluots as it matured. But the Flavor Delight Aprium is not gonna miss. Is not gonna miss versus an apricot, an original apricot. Your apricot's gonna be half the harvest, half the crop, half the time. And yeah, see? Plenty of fruit. Less than last year for sure. No, I would say the same. The tree is bigger, but it's the same, but it's definitely a recovery year. It's definitely a recovery year for sure. Another one right there. Beautiful day and beautiful tree. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the encouragement. It keeps me going for sure. Where else? Where else? Oh, right here too. Back on the Pluot, the emerald drop. Again, it's gonna be lighter, but they're in there. Oh, see, another wilted flower petal right there, and I could already see it. Let me see. The camera is not picking it up. Let me switch the angle. There's one in there. I don't know. I don't like to spook them. I don't really like to look at them. Like Mexicans sometimes are superstitious. Like, oh, que les diste ojo. You know, so I rather just like not count the chickens before the eggs are born. So I just kind of let them be. But I just want to show YouTube what a 2-in-1 looks like. They're both opening up. The Pluot's going that way, and then the Flavor Delight Aprium's going that way. If I had to do this in the front of a house, I would go 2 Pluots for balance. Say you want to keep it, because the thing is we're gonna train it as one tree. If I wanted to further make it look like one tree, I would go with 2 Pluots. It would be the emerald drop and its pollinator, the Flavor Grenade. And if I needed to do 2 Apriums, it would be the Flavor Delight, Aprium, and the Cotton Candy. just for a more balanced look. If symmetry and looks were a priority, maybe like in front of a house, that's what I would do. Especially for higher end clients, they're pretty particular of the aesthetics. This is my backyard. The focus was production, and this is an experiment, and it's been working. Okay, compact, I say at a little bit past my waist. I'm like at my stomach, so I'm gonna say 3.5 feet. All right, thank you everyone for tuning in. This was a little quick one. I just been wanting to get it, like I'm wanting to get it before it gets away from me, so that it grows in the right direction. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Robert Argueta, no Sinio, thank you for 100. Thank you for chiming in and activating the conversation. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the input. Peace.